I know I said I'm done with reviews, and I am, but there is one tablet I never got to talk about that I should. The tablet I paid for. The one I reinstalled after every single product review. The one I drew on for almost every day for 5 years. When you have a tablet that long, you learn some interesting things that a review won't cover. When I started an art business, I invested in a Wacom Cintiq 27 QHD Touch. Yes, these tablets are expensive, but again, this is a business for me. I wanted a tablet I wouldn't have to replace for years. That's what I paid for, that's what I got. End of 2019, Wacom sent me a Cintiq Pro 24, which is what I've been using daily ever since. Did they tell me to make a review? No. Am I doing one anyway? Yeah. First of all, the old 27 QHD, too big. 24 inches is the perfect size. I had the option to try the 32-inch Pro, but I wanted the 24-inch. Speaking specifically as a 2D animator illustrator, there is a point where the tablet is too big, and I'm glad that I went with 24 inches. Second, I used the 27-inch beast all those years with only the attached feet, because I didn't want to spend $500 on a stand. What a dumb fool I was. Using a monitor arm changes everything. I can treat it like a second monitor. I have desk space. I can sit. I can stand. I can literally dance while I draw, and I do. It's amazing. My setup makes using the physical keyboard awkward, but that's my problem. I never could get the hang of on-screen keyboards. They're too slow, not tactile. I type like a shark going after a bloody steak. I gotta feel the keys. I gotta put my teeth in that meat. Digital on-screen keyboards, ugh. Touch function, ugh. I always keep touch off. I accidentally touch stuff with my palm when touch is on. I don't care how good your palm cancellation tech is. I can get around it with my chunky hand meat. I haven't tried any other monitor arms, but the official Wacom Flex monitor arm is heavy duty. I could easily bash a hole in the wall with this thing. The tension on it is adjustable, so if it's too hard or easy to push down or tilt, it's an easy fix with the tool it comes with. Why didn't I get a monitor arm before? Besides the price, I was always scared to get one because I thought that the 20 to 30 pound tablet, yes they are that heavy, would crush it. Nope, not a problem. It is not going anywhere. And even a mechanically disinclined idiot like me can put this one together because it's just a C-clamp. Of course, I had to hack my desk because it doesn't have enough lip, so yeah. Don't try to mount one of these on a piece of cardboard. You need a decent desk. I don't know how long 3/4 inches of IKEA particle board will survive the toothy jaws of clampiness, especially with all 16 pounds of sheer animator muscle pushing down on the other end. Funny thing about the 27 QHD, my cat jumped on it and the screen didn't get scratched. I got a screen protector after that. Not that it would do much against these devil claws of justice. I'm curious though, if I don't use a protector, how many years will I get out of the glass? I aim to find out. Unprotected penning. And hey, I can say a year later after daily use, yes, there are 2 small, barely perceptible scratches. So yeah, order a screen protector. It does, in fact, matter. You want to know what drove me nuts about the 27 QHD? Every day I had to turn it on and off again a couple times for it to sync to the right resolution. For a while, I had a Wacom driver where that problem stopped. It was heaven. But then Windows updated and pitched us all back into the fiery pits of hell again. Back in with the Mac users, I guess. The 24 Pro doesn't do that. I turn it on. It works. Every time. Also interesting, after 4 years of constant use, the 27 QHD got the blues. When I turned it on in the morning, it took a couple minutes to fade out of the blue color into regular colors, and when it fell asleep, it woke up blue. Had to turn it off and back on again. Magic, the magical tech support trick, off and back on again, works 90% of the time. But you know what? 5 years of drawing, no dead pixels, no scratches. What I enjoyed about the other tablet, it is quiet. Meanwhile, the Cintiq 24 Pro has a fan. Oh boy, does it have a fan. You'll be drawing for 2-3 hours and then all of a sudden, I am so sensitive to noise. It just, it's so loud. Why is it so loud? And it won't simply stay off or on. It cycles every few minutes like an asthmatic track runner. The fan is actually such a big complaint that Wacom made a firmware update that allows you to change speeds in Display Settings Advanced. Once I changed that, the fan behaved. Ugh. So if it's driving you as crazy as it did me, tweak the settings. Also, the magnet on the left side of my Cintiq 24 Pro is defunct, which sucks because I am right-handed. Right side, check. Left side, slippery slope. So naturally, that $100 piece of equipment, that express key remote that I love and realized I couldn't live without until I lost it, slid off and took the 3-foot plunge to the carpet. Twice. The remote still shows the signal, but the tablet doesn't recognize it anymore. And then the tablet stopped recognizing my old remote too. Except I have it tethered with the USB charger like this, and I put some painter's tape to keep it from sliding too much. Not that it really made a difference. But that remote didn't fall, so why does it suddenly stop being recognized in the middle of animating? No matter how many computer restarts, no matter how much opening the remote cover and pressing the reset button within. Is it a problem with the receiver inside my Cintiq Pro? Is it a driver issue? Is it Toon Boom? It could be anything. Someday I'll get ticked enough to dismount the tablet and look, but not today, not yet. Maybe the driver will update. I'm always hoping for a driver update that fixes one problem and causes another. Fingers crossed, my old remote has been working without disconnecting for 4 months now. So, yep, must have been a driver issue. Both Cintiqs I've had do the thing where it says low battery warning for no reason. Does this happen to anyone else or is it just me? Oddly, whenever that box pops up is when the tablet bugs out. The 27QHD used to require a power off and then on when this box appeared. The 24 doesn't. The 24 Pro just chugs along despite the battery warning. Again, I suspect driver issues. I always suspect driver issues. Fresh installs, rekeying shortcuts by hand because the preference file gets corrupted, so restoring from a backup doesn't work. I've clean installed and reprogrammed my Express remote keys so many times, I have a text file of all my shortcuts. If I'm having a weird issue, reinstalling the drivers works 95% of the time. By the way, driver issues after updates is absolutely not unique to Wacom. Every screen tablet has these problems because the developers have to constantly change the tablet software to match ever-changing operating system and drawing program updates. Some companies keep on top of updates much faster for more programs than others. In fact, some non-Wacom tablets are completely incompatible with 3D art programs, niche programs like Moho, or heck, even a simple internet browser. All I'm saying is do your research. Be sure you can plug what you're getting into your computer or laptop, find out if the tablet works in your drawing program before you buy, and if your program is behaving weird, try toggling your display settings so they don't resize to 100%. The Cintiq Pro is 4K. Oh yes. Oh yes! I'm happy! The Pro pen recognizes 8,000 levels of pressure instead of the old beast's 2,000. Smooth, smooth. I tried one of the pens that has 3 buttons. I thought that would be cool. It's a great idea, but my dinky monkey hands keep hitting that 3rd button by accident while drawing. Back to the trusty 2-button pen. I know it's vanilla, I know, but it came in the box and that's what I like, okay? Overall impressions. The 27QHD is a quiet T-Rex. The 24 Pro is a sleek, sexy velociraptor whirring loudly through the jungle, cutting through canvases with its buttery smooth claws.